Good morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching JanataTelevision and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Akal. The top stories first. Government confirms 101 cases of coronavirus. Health authorities intensify testing for the disease. Budget session of Parliament to begin at 4 p.m. today. Finance Minister to announce budget on May 28th. President to present policies and programs on May 15th. Pre-budget session to be held on May 10th. Leakage of toxic gas from an Indian chemical plant kills at least 11. Authorities start evacuating people from the area. And kick-off times being discussed by Premier League. Only 47 games of the 92 will be aired on TV. And now the news in detail. 2 more persons have tested positive for coronavirus in Kapilvastu of Rupandehi district. With this, the number of coronavirus cases has reached 101 in the country. The Ministry of Health and Population yesterday confirmed the new cases. Health authorities yesterday conducted over 1,450 tests for coronavirus as they stepped up efforts to identify positive cases. According to Ministry of Health and Population, they carried out 1,451 tests, but none of them turned out positive. The total number of coronavirus cases in Nepal has reached 101. Among them, 73 are male and 28 are female. The infected also includes a 2-month-old child who tested positive in Parsa on Wednesday. Altogether, 31 confirmed cases of coronavirus have been reported in Province 1, followed by 30 in Province 2, 26 in Province 5. Likewise, Bagmati Province has reported 7 cases, Sudur Paschim Province has 5 cases, and Gandaki Province has 2 cases, according to Dr. Vikas Devkota, spokesperson at the Health Ministry.
कुल संख्या संक्रमित को 99 छ, जसमध्ये 71 जना पुरुष र 28 जना महिला रहनु भएको छ। प्रादेशिक विवरण अनुसार प्रदेश नम्बर 1 मा 31 जना, प्रदेश नम्बर 2 मा 30 जना, बागमती प्रदेशमा 7, गण्डकीमा 2, प्रदेश नम्बर 5 मा 24, कर्णाली प्रदेशमा छैन र सुदूरपश्चिममा 5 जना गरी कुल 99 जना हालसम्मको संक्रमित व्यक्तिहरूको विवरण हो।
The government has so far tested 14,509 samples through PCR method, while 54,093 tests have been conducted through RDT method. According to Devkota, a total of 17,372 people are currently in quarantine across the country. Likewise, 3 suspects in Kathmandu Valley and 130 outside the valley have been kept in isolation. The government has unveiled the schedule of the budget session of Federal Parliament that will begin today afternoon. The session will see the introduction of the policies and programs as well as budget for the new fiscal year 2021. According to RSS, leaders representing various political parties in the Parliament will also deliver their speeches today. The Parliament Secretariat informed that President Bidya Devi Bhandari is scheduled to present the government's policies and programs next week at the joint meeting of the House of Representatives and National Assembly. The Prime Minister will respond to queries of lawmakers regarding the policies and programs, and the House will endorse them. Likewise, Finance Minister Yubaraj Khateora will present the budget for the upcoming fiscal year on May the 28th. President Bhandari had summoned the session for 4 p.m. today upon the recommendation of the Council of Ministers on May the 3rd. Government's policies and programs for the fiscal year 2021 will be presented in the Parliament on May 15th. President Bidya Devi Bhandari will present the policies and programs at Federal Parliament on May 15th. Similarly, the pre-budget discussion will be held on 10th of May this Sunday. Although pre-budget discussions normally precedes the announcement of the policy and program, the pressure to announce the budget on 28th May led to pre-budget discussion earlier than the announcement of the policies and programs this time. Parliament's budget session is starting from 4 p.m. today afternoon. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. Senior leaders of the ruling Nepal Communist Party are trying to strengthen their faction by pulling support of the party members while the standing committee meeting is being pushed further away. However, this approach has not been appreciated by the party cadres. On the other hand, the executive chairman of ruling NCP, Pushpa Kamal Dahal, has said the party's standing committee meeting has been postponed because the homework required for the party's meeting has not been completed. Dahal further informed that the chairman duo of the party are in constant discussion. In his official comment, Dahal said the standing committee meeting will be held within 2 days of the completion of the discussion between the party's chairman duo.
अब अलि गृह कार्य नपुगेकै हो मुख्य रूपमा त्यसकारण दुईटा अध्यक्षले एक दुई दिन भित्र हामी बोलाउँछौँ मैले निरीक्षण गरेँ उहाँहरुको ब्रिफिङ पनि सुने पहिला जे सोच्नु भएको थियो त्यो भन्दा अहिले पछिल्लो तयारी निकै राम्रो मैले देखेँ
The standing committee meeting, which was scheduled for yesterday, had to be postponed after the secretariat meeting ended inconclusively. Dahal also inspected the parliament building yesterday and said the hall is well equipped to start the parliament session. Minister for Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation, Yogesh Bhattarai, has said that any tourism entrepreneur cannot fire the workers during the current crisis. The minister made such remarks after the Hotel Association of Nepal decided to close the hotels for 6 months and pay only a paltry amount to the workers. Speaking with reporters yesterday, Minister Bhattarai said that the government is preparing to announce rehabilitation package for the sectors affected by coronavirus. He said that the government will help reopen the sectors affected by the pandemic by providing them collateral-free loan at subsidized rate, facilitate in renewal of loan and exempt VAT and tax.
निश्चित रकमसम्म व्यवसायको निम्ति बिना त्यो सहुलियत दरमा जस्तो कुनै व्यवसायलाई थप व्यवसाय अगाडि बढाउनु पर्यो भने त्यस्तो अवस्थामा उहाँहरूलाई अरू थप धितो नराखिकन पनि ऋण दिन सकिन्छ सहुलियत ब्याज दर गर्न सकिन्छ ऋणको पुनर्तालिकीकरण गर्न सकिन्छ त्यसपछि यो भ्याट ट्याक्स लगायतका काम कतिपय ठाउँमा त्यसलाई
He said that although the Visit Nepal 2020 campaign has been cancelled, the government will still promote the upcoming decade up to 2030 as tourism decade.
पर्यटनको 10 वर्षे रणनीति जुन हामीले बनाएका छौं 2016 देखि 25 को त्यसलाई पनि ध्यान दिँदै 2021-30 एक दशकको पर्यटन दशकका रूपमा हामीले प्रस्ताव अगाडि बढाएका छौं सर्भाइभल रिभाइभल र नर्मल पोजिसन त्यसरी हाम्रो जान्छ र 2030 सम्म प्रत्येक वर्ष कुनै न कुनै विधालाई प्रमुख आधार बनाएर भ्रमण दशकको रूपमा पर्यटन दशकको रूपमा यसलाई अगाडि सार्ने हामीले नीति बनाएका छौं.
Minister Bhattarai said that the federal government will partner with the provincial and local governments to promote the tourism industry. And now the news from the economic front. Nepal Rashtra Bank has decided to take action against the banks and financial institutions that have been operating payment system without taking permission from the central bank. Article 5 of the Payment and Refund Act 2075 clearly states that no financial institution can start a payment gateway without the authorization of the Nepal Rashtra Bank. The central bank has confirmed that it is illegal for any organization to operate a payment service without proper authority and has therefore asked all users to make sure they only use official payment gateways for the financial transactions. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. A chemical plant in southern India leaked toxic gas yesterday, killing at least 11 persons and sickening hundreds more. Indian officials started evacuating more people from the area today as the plant reportedly leaked more toxic gas. Seoul-based LG Chem, which operates the plant in Andhra Pradesh, said that the decision to extend the evacuation area from 3.5 kilometers had been ordered as a precaution. Srijana Gumala, a commissioner of the Greater Visakhapatnam Municipal Corporation, said gas emission had been fluctuating through the day and had largely subsided, according to Reuters. Police began urging people to move out of their houses and into waiting buses at around midnight, said local resident Sheikh Salim, who lives about 2.5 kilometers from the plant. LG Chem and federal authorities in New Delhi said on Thursday that the leak at the plant, which makes polystyrene products used in manufacturing electrical fan blades, cups and cutlery, and containers for cosmetic products, had been contained. Gas from styrene, a principal raw material at the plant, leaked during the early hours of Thursday, authorities said. The factory was in the process of reopening after a weeks-long lockdown imposed by Indian authorities to curb the spread of the novel coronavirus. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy said in a televised address on Thursday that the leak occurred because the styrene had been stored for a long period of time. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Premier League clubs have discussed increasing the variety of kick-off times if the season resumes. Project Restart involves the league returning in June and finishing at the end of July to fit in with the UEFA's European competition plans. The Premier League is also in talks with broadcasters, the government and clubs about showing some behind closed-doors games on free-to-air television. Of the 92 games left this season, 47 will be available on the official TV partners' broadcast channels. But there are discussions with the Premier League's broadcast partners about what would be reasonable in making the other 45 games free to air. That could mean games being streamed live on Premier League's or a broadcaster's YouTube channel. Last month, Culture Secretary Oliver Dowden told the Department for Digital, Culture, Media and Sports Select Committee, "I have said to the Premier League it wouldn't send the best signal if they were one of the first major sports to resume behind closed doors and the public at large could not have access to it," BBC reported. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. Government confirms 101 cases of coronavirus. Health authorities intensify testing for the disease. Budget session of Parliament to begin at 4 p.m. today. Finance Minister to announce the budget on May 28th. President to present policies and programs on May 15th. Pre-budget session to be held on May 10th. Leakage of toxic gas from an Indian chemical plant kills at least 11. Authorities start evacuating people from the area. And kick-off times being discussed by Premier League. Only 47 games of the 92 will be aired on TV. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. We urge all our viewers to follow government directives of the lockdown and follow healthy, hygienic practices to keep safe from any infection. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.